understand what mass deportation is? No. It's everybody. You are so misinformed. No. It is ridiculous.
4 years from now, let me know. People
if
that
your
have
family crossed
here
here illegally, that's a crime. Any illegal family, you are going to be deported.
He doesn't mind people 20, 30 years ago that built their families here.
You guys read up on the Project 2025?
That doesn't exist, honey.
Yeah, no. Let me just finish with one thing. In 2016, my aunt, who has been here since 1995, she was so scared that Trump was elected into president because she had children here. She's still legal. But guess what? Trump did not give a about her.
Did you see this video where this couple, originally from Argentina, who voted for Trump, are upset that their son, who's a green card holder, is currently being detained by ICE?
Un incidente que terminó siendo un misdemeanor. Cumplió con todos los requisitos, al pie de la letra. Entonces se terminó el caso, se cerró, se dismissed. Lo detuvieron en el aeropuerto de LA, lo mandaron a un county jail en North Carolina por 3 días. Y luego lo movieron aquí a donde estamos ahora.
Él dijo que iba a ir por todos los delincuentes que entraron ilegal.
Y lo dijo muy claro.
Lo dijo bien claro.
Pero pasamos de tener una puerta abierta completamente a cerrarla con 10 cerrojos.
Es un engaño masivo lo que hizo. Es un mentiroso. Está mucha gente enojada, ¿no? Y no solo inmigrantes. Gente que vive aquí, que tiene generaciones y generaciones de estar en este país.
And the family said that it's very possible that it could end with Augustine being deported.
So here's a little more background on their son, Augustine. He was convicted in 2020 of infliction of injury and he was sentenced to 3 years probation. Now, that case was closed in 2023. Well, in February, Augustine was coming back from a trip abroad through Los Angeles International Airport where he was stopped by DHS. There, they confiscated his green card and Argentine passport and told him to report to Border Patrol in Raleigh, North Carolina, which is where he lives. He did report to the office, apparently on his own. There's no word of whether or not there was a lawyer with him. He was detained, and within 2 days, he was transferred to Stewart. This is a Stewart detention center, which can roughly hold about 1,700 people. And according to Augustine, when he talked to his parents, it is overcrowded in there. People are sleeping on the floor, and they're not getting the basic necessities. Now, what is happening to their son and to everyone under this administration is terrible. But this is frustrating because Latinos for Trump really thought they were going to be safe from his mass deportations. Now that Trump has come after your family, now you realize that he was a liar. Trump has always been a liar. We knew he was going to go after immigrants, specifically Latinos, regardless if they're criminals or not. I do wish more Latinos will wake up to the fact that Trump is a liar, but unfortunately, it seems like with these Trump supporters, they do not believe anything until it personally affects them. So if this happens to come across your FYP page and you happen to be a Trump supporter, just know that something like this is in your future. You are not safe from him. He does not care about anybody but himself.
Latinos for Trump. I just got a question for y'all, man. Hold on. Ain't that your man? Ain't that your boy Donnie? Isn't that the motherfucker y'all was caping for during the election? Jumping for joy and shit. Trump gonna fix it. Trump gonna save it. Woo, woo, woo. Then y'all show up in droves to vote for this nigga? Like, somebody come look at this. 54% of Latino men voted for Donnie, right? And up to 39% of Latino women voted for Donnie. I'm glad y'all women got sense, though, for the most part. Good for y'all. Also, side note, niggas showed out. We showed out. Out of all demographics, we had the most sense because we said, okay, this nigga tripping, right? Black women, I love y'all, 92%. Black men, 77%. Good job. 21% is still too high, but I'll take it. Anyways, on to the topic at hand. Ain't this your man? Ain't that your boy? Huh? This nigga got ICE whooping y'all ass. Meanwhile, he is literally importing white people by the thousands from Europe. And get this, you won't believe this, white South Africans.
See, the whole gag was he needed to make all of those cases go away. And he knew that by becoming president again, he could make that happen. And he knew that he would have the support of all of you people that supported him to make sure that he got into that office and canceled all of those cases. Period. It wasn't about eggs. It wasn't about gas. It wasn't about tariffs. He needed to make those cases go away, and y'all gave it to him. He used you. And y'all were willing participants.
He wants to get rid of habeas corpus so he can throw us in jail without due process. He's bringing white South Africans over here while getting rid of Hispanic people. Happy Mother's Day, though.
This is the story they don't want you to see. Latinos who loudly supported DT now crying frozen in fear and regretting their vote because the man they trusted is now trying to deport them. We are going to see if DT has played them or betrayed them and why these heartbreaking freakouts are sending shockwaves across the country. We've seen many stories where many Latinos are being deported, many people are scared to be deported, and some others also, their family have already been deported back to their countries or any other place. So it's a twist no one saw coming, or maybe some of us did. Latinos who are MAGA hats chanted "Build the Wall" and believed DT promised of the American dreams are now facing deportation. Man, ICE raids are hunting down the Latinos, those same people who sang that I voted for DT, those people who celebrated, those people who went on the rallies are now facing deportation. Man, imagine these very people, they supported the guy. Man, and people told them that you guys be careful. You are being played. Be careful, you are being lied. Things will not be the same like the way you think. But people said no. They said no. Project 2025 doesn't exist. You've seen the video. People openly say that. And right now they're facing the reality. They're facing what's really in the Project 2025. Because the plan was to deport them. The plan was to send them away. So you Latinos, you are like, he doesn't care about you. He doesn't even know you. He just said, I wanted your vote. And you already given him your vote. And the guy now is in power. So you cannot change anything. You cannot do anything. You are just going to be deported, whether you agreed or not. Recently, you've seen articles that saying he's welcoming people from South Africa. He's welcoming those people, but he's deporting Latinos. So you Latinos, he doesn't care about you. He doesn't really know you. You guys, you saying he played you, but he showed you everything. He told you what he's going to do, but you went ahead and you give him what he wanted. And you know what he said? I like people who are uneducated. So you guys, he just, like the way you said, he played you, okay? And you're here crying. He doesn't even listen. He doesn't give a damn. He doesn't care because he's planning to deport you one by one.
So this is for all of my Latinos for Trump, which I will never forgive you for putting this man back in office, especially because your roots, he was never going to pick you. Anyways, so remind me again how you guys were for a person that wanted to get all the people that didn't belong here or came here the wrong way. Why are we trying to fly back white South Africans? Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring in some white South Africans. If you don't get the message now, like you guys are probably the type of people that like your ex told you that they needed to focus on themselves and you believe them. Like that's the type of people that I believe you are, because this man was never going to pick you. He was never for you. And the fact that you fell for the BS is beyond me. This was never about getting criminals out. This was about getting people like them back in and back in control. So like that whole rhetoric, it was a lie. I don't know if you've noticed, because you guys have been very quiet. I haven't seen a single Latino for Trump come out and like defend their stance, because you have no stance. They want us out. We are the target, okay? And you were complicit in getting this man back into power. But it's fine. Like, we'll have a whole therapy session about it. But yeah, it's very clear what they're trying to do. And you know what? Like, you can still, like, make amends, but you have to start standing up. Like, you have to start speaking up. Just like you were so loud to defend this man, like, we need you now to step up and get united with us and back our community up and step up, because it's getting more radical out here. And they're only doing it step by step. They were never going to come out like in, like, you know, Star Wars Death Troopers style. No, they were going to do it piece by piece, and it's getting worse. So we need all the help that we can get, and you guys need to make this right.
Do not believe the creators who are going online after their following counts are starting to tank and say that I didn't know Trump was going to bring ICE and start deporting all these people. Because yes, you did. He literally ran on that on his entire campaign trail. Even when he was asked questions that didn't relate to immigration, he found a way to tie it back to his mass deportation plan. He said time and time again that on day one, he was going to initiate the largest mass deportation. He literally had mass deportation right at the top of his website for one of his campaign promises. The difference was that they didn't care at the time because it wasn't affecting their following count. So do not believe these creators who are now doubling down on their support for him and then hiding behind the excuse that they didn't know. Because yes, you did, you just did not care. And if the creator really didn't know, then that means they were so uneducated that they didn't even bother to do the proper research during this campaign. Which means they probably shouldn't have been speaking about politics to begin with. They knew, okay? They knew.
I think enough time has passed for us to talk about this. While yes, a lot of Latinos are very racist and misogynistic and a lot of things like that, that's not a majority of the reason why they didn't vote for Kamala. So let's start with Cubans. Cubans are able to become, I don't know if it's citizens or at least like get their green card the second they step on US land. Okay, now let's talk about Mexicans and Mexican Americans. So Mexicans have been here since before the colonizers got here and made Mexicans. So we have to kind of look at US history, and when you look back, the US has really wanted to take control of what kind of people are in the US, like regarding their skin color. Starting with the genocide of the indigenous people here. The colonizers saw land they liked and they saw people living here they liked, so they got rid of them. They willingly participated in the transatlantic slave trade and created a hierarchy where Black people, Black Americans, slaves at the time, were at the bottom, lower than animals. These were things that the US was able to control. But Mexicans were a different breed. Mexicans have been crossing the border since before Texas was part of the US. And no matter how many times the US has tried to genocide us, has tried to kick us out, has tried to scare us, we keep coming back. So they've made it very difficult, very difficult to become citizens and have rights. Now let's talk about the Venezuelans. In 2023, the Biden administration offered 500,000 Venezuelans full citizenship. Well, not full citizenship. They got something called TPS, or temporary protective status. Venezuelans and Cubans look at Mexicans like, why can't you just come the legal way? While Mexicans are like, why are these people getting full benefits when we've been here for so long and can't even get green cards without having to work our asses off or come in illegally? Something that Latinos fail to understand, both in Latin America and in the United States, is that they don't see us as individuals. We're not American here. We're all Mexican. They all think we're Mexican. I mean, I am Mexican, but you know what I mean. Except Cubans. Cubans were able to go to white spaces during Jim Crow time because they passed as white, because they were white. I feel like each group, each nationality thought that voting for Trump would make them, I don't know, get what they deserve. And they don't even realize that the reason that they're all leaving their home country is because of US intervention.
So it's very hard to understand these Latinos. For sure, I'm telling you the truth, it's very hard to understand them, because if you try to understand them, it just gets out of your mind. Now, these very people, they were told that you guys be careful, okay? And they also have history. They also have and know exactly how things went, okay? But it proves that you guys, there is other motives. There is other reasons why, because you right now you cannot explain your reasons why you did vote for him. Because listen, the guy doesn't care about you. The guy, yes, you are happy for him. You showed him in the rally. You celebrated the win. But you guys, you betrayed your own people. You betrayed your own community. That's what I can say. So right now, who is facing deportation? It's none other than you Latinos. You're facing deportation because of what you did. So imagine you support the guy and he's deporting you. And right now, you come out and say, the guy played us. The guy, didn't do this and that. But you guys, you already knew that things will not go well. So you say that you voted for economy, yeah, good economy. So you wanted for him to boost economy, to change the economy, to do, something about the economy. Yes, but you forgot the guy who gave you the status to be in America. You forget the guy who gave you the rights to be there, and the guy you gave the trust. He's deporting you. He's taking you back to your homes, and you guys, your dreams is vanishing right now. What we can say here, they believed in him. They trusted him. Okay, so they thought criminals are the one to be deported. But you guys, you forget that you don't have the permanent status to stay in the country, which is illegal immigrants. So you think he's going to spare you. Okay, you think he's going to ignore you like the way people say. You think he doesn't care. Whatever he said doesn't put in action. That's why you guys, you are like, he doesn't care about us. He doesn't, he'll not deport us. That's what you think. But right now, what you're facing is the reality of your choice. Let's rewind in 2020. The guy gained surprising support from Latinos. Yes. Yeah. He promised the economic opportunity to be tough on crime policies and so-called strong border to protect America. But you guys, you supported that because, you don't want other people to join. So right now, he's deporting you. And you're coming out and say, the guy played us. No way. He didn't for sure. This is the reality you are facing right now. Because I believe he didn't play you. I believe he didn't betray you. Because the guy gave you the blueprint. He gave you the way things are going to be. He showed you what he's going to do. He showed you what he's planning. So you guys, you already know what he's going to do. So if you already know what he's going to do right now, don't come out and say he played us. So that's the reality that is hitting hard. Of course, yeah, it's hitting hard the Latino community. And what is sad is the people who didn't vote and face this thing, it's very sad. It's very sad on their side. Yeah, I understand. It's very sad on their side, but that's the reality. That's the reality. Yeah. You've seen a video, even like Latinos are scared to go out of the country. Those who think they are legal, they are scared because you just step out and once you come back, you're going to be detained. You're going to be asked a lot of questions. You're going to, even if you have green card, you've seen the video. That is what's happening. So why shall we bring all these things to us? Why Latinos call everything to them right now? What is happening to them? They are the one who called it. They are the one who called it. So imagine voting for a man you believed would protect you only for him to put you on the deportation list. But remember, he said he's going to deport millions on the first day. So he already said that, but you guys, you didn't believe it. You think, oh, the guy, he not do it. He not do it. That's the reality. So right now, we are seeing heart-wrenching videos of Latino MAGA voters, breaking in tears, frozen fear, shocked, angry, regretful because of their actions. And we are also seeing those who are not MAGAs also facing the same situation. So they are the victims of what's happening. They are the victims of the situation because they don't know what's really going on. They don't know. So you Latinos thought that the guy is going to take you as one of them, but it's not reality. You are not one of them. You should have protected your community. You should have protected yourself. You should have come together and protect yourselves, because the guy is not going to protect you. The plan was to deport you. Yeah. So the guy doesn't care. He cares about your vote. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't know you. He doesn't even want to know you. He doesn't even want to know you exist. He just needs your vote. And you gave him the right. So there is no need of coming out and say, the guy lied to us, the guy this. No way. No way. No way. So many say they feel used, lied, to abandoned. Their so-called American dream turned into nightmare. Yes, they come in America to make it. They come in America for green pastures. They come in America to do more things, to support their families, to change their lives. But right now, it's not possible. Right now, they cannot even do it. Because how can you do it when you are in Argentina, when you are in Mexico, when they deport you back in your country? You cannot do it. So you cannot do it. So this is a perfect example of people who hate themselves. This is a perfect example of people who doesn't want to come together. I'm talking about Latino MAGA voters. Because if they come together, they would have protected their community. They would have protected their family. They would have protected their people. I'm not here supporting illegal immigrants. No way. You are illegal, so you are illegal. You have to go in the process to be legal. Yes. But these Latinos should have done something to protect their people. That's what I'm saying. They should have came together and protect their people. Because there is a guy who gave them status. But remember, the guy they trusted, he revokes 500,000 status from those Latinos, Cubans, Venezuelans, and others. You've seen it. So you trusted man and he revoked your status? But you betrayed the man who gave you that status. Man, it's very hard to understand. From the point of view of you Latinos, I don't know. You cannot just convince me or tell me the reasons why you voted for this guy. There is no any reason you can just convince me that you did vote for the guy who is deporting you, who is taking you back to your homes, which is impossible. Which is impossible. So that's something we can learn from these Latinos. Guys, let's love ourselves. Let's love ourselves. All right. Thank you for watching. Like this video, subscribe, and share it. Let's meet in the next one. I am FREAKOUT.